Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Dane here, Adaptive Exercise and Rehab. And today I'm coming back to you with another piece of equipment that is particular to our adaptive gyms, and that is our therapy table here. So our therapy tables are an essential piece of adaptive equipment that we have that kind of falls in line with our adaptive sit-to-stand trainer that allows us to have a functional base. This base in particular, instead of getting people into a standing position, this allows for us to get individuals laying down flat, side lying, kneeling, half kneeling, and then a multitude of other positions from there as well. So with this, there's actually a few different kind of modes to it. First and foremost, the reason that we bought these ones in particular is they go up and then down. No, she's just sunbathing right now. So they hydraulically lift up, I believe they're about 36 inches here. So this is the height that it gets up to. And then from there it can also drop down to pretty dang low. I think it gets down to about 18 inches or 24 inches roughly. From that, we're using this as a fail-safe a lot, and then basically just our mode of transportation throughout the gym, and then kind of like a station essentially. You can see right here, easily transferable to be able to get a person wheelchair height directly onto it for a popover transfer, and then even as a two-person transfer, we easily can get a person power wheelchair directly off to the side of the table here, and then transfer the person two-person over onto the table. Additionally, from here, it does also have 4 locking wheels. I can lock these guys right there and right here. And that way, it's pretty well set in position. Even if I try to shove it or move it, it's not going anywhere. Like I said, it kind of comes down to being a nice solid base. From there, we typically get a person in a position where they're going to be transferring onto the table and then facing that direction here. So from this, we can use this position right here as a footrest to be able to lift the person's legs on up so that they're not dragging on the ground. And then from here, and then this position also lifts on up as a backrest. So that if we get somebody, we needing to have them in a nice seated position, we can get them stable as well. And like I said, we're using this. This is essentially what makes an adaptive session is clients getting on the therapy table. And we have 4 of them at mobility as well. These backrests and footrests are really pretty awesome as well. So like I said, they lift up to roughly 90 degrees here. And then from here, this knob right here, if you twist it and then relieve the pressure, it also drops on down. So we can control the person's upper body and then their lower body. Same thing goes for right here, but this one actually lifts up higher than just flat. But also from there, I don't know if you can see from that angle, there's also a headrest. So in case we wanted to flip the entire equation around, we can flip an individual so that their head is down that position and then their lower body is down here. Granted, that would be if we were working in a prone position, but also just allows us to get in different kind of body positions. Like I had mentioned, so laying flat supine is kind of the primary position. Seated as well too, another primary position that we use the tables for. From there, we can also do half kneeling and then tall kneeling positions. I've also done a lot of essentially just, I guess you could call it quarter kneeling maybe, or maybe even just a pure like lunge type position. But basically you can have the table off to the side functioning as that stable base so that the client can be able to use it as utility and then stay safe in there as well. Sometimes we've used it as a sled as well. So clients can use basically the friction of the wheels to push it around, but also the stability of the table and the frame to be able to make sure that they're not going to fall or I guess kind of teeter on over. But they're really functionally appropriate. They're great for adaptive sessions. Of course, they're naturally very expensive, but that's what comes with being a nonprofit, as we get grants on an annual or biannual basis that allows us to purchase products like this to take care of our clients. But thanks again for tuning in, and catch you in the next one.